All right, guys, welcome back here. I'm not sure if everything is going. Volume looks fine. I kind of got into a bad trade with GNSS. It was popping up pretty quickly here. I usually don't trade a ticker until it's proven to hold its highs at least once, and every now and then I do it and I get reminded on why I have that rule. I have yet to cut on this one. I have a smaller position size, so I haven't cut. I averaged down a little bit here. I was about to get out here. I was waiting for a little bit more of a pop. Big time support here at 6. I want to see how this plays out. Could be a little bit of an average in this area and then close this one out, but it's going to be a pretty decent loss no matter what. So right now I'm just trying to figure out how I want to go about this. So just watching it here. Bouncing a little bit. I think we might flush below 6. That's what's putting me a little bit on edge. Volume dried up a lot on this ticker right now, so that's not ideal. Our two main lead gappers is probably APRE and AUVI at the moment. Just watching. Down about 900 on this ticker, GNS right now. Just want to make sure I'm watching the order book. Yeah, I could have averaged down just now, but the low volume was a little bit sketchy. I was thinking we could crack 6. If we cracked 6, I would have been averaging in that area. Did the stream just stop? I feel like the stream just stopped for a second or something. A little bit more buyers coming in now. SPY neutral, Bitcoin down slightly. You know, I really like the fact that this was a contract winner with the government. It's one of my favorite catalysts, and that's probably why I went a little bit more aggressive on, well, in terms of breaking my rule. Yeah, there it goes. Just so much resistance still on this one. Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait. See if we can slowly exit this trade. The volume's so light on this ticker, which is making it very difficult to trade. If you guys are looking for a ticker to trade, I'd be focused on AUVI at the moment. A little 2% pop there. I was thinking we might get a move back to 6.5. I'm down about $1,000 on this one. Fairly small position size, but with light volume, getting sometimes stuck in a trade is not ideal. Start chipping away at my sell order. It's been so hard to try to get out of this one because it's lacking volume. Something I typically say is, you know, you don't want to be trading a stock where you're more than 5% of the volume any given minute. It wasn't the case when I first started trading this one. We had some nice volume popping out, but it sure is the case now. So yeah, this ticker's still selling off. I'm going to sell off a little bit more of my position here. Just no volume on this ticker, which is making it very stressful. I'm only long another $6,000. So again, it's a very small position size, but you can see how I'm getting stuck in this position. So this is why a lot of times you guys throw like tickers in the chat room and you're like, what do you think about this stock? And it's, you know, there's no volume, and I'm just like, you know, it could be a great swing trade or something, but in terms of day trading, there's nothing there. And this is a little bit what GNSS is turning into. So I'm down probably like 1,200 almost on this ticker right now. Just watching it, I got to keep my eyes on the order book here. I don't want to miss something. Sometimes there's good indicators of what might happen. This is originally where I was thinking about averaging down. You typically don't want to average into losers, but if it's around big support, sometimes you can reduce your loss if you're just quick at managing the position. Yeah, that's probably going to be my biggest loss of the month. A little bit unfortunate, but it happens from time to time, so it's nothing really to be too upset about. Getting a little bit more aggressive when I'm feeling a little woozy probably wasn't also the good idea. I was so tired today. I almost passed out. I had a meeting with my developer, and I was so tired. After getting the vaccine yesterday, I was like, woo! I couldn't even, focus. So we'll see. I might be stopped out, honestly, here. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, P&L open, customize, P&L open. So yeah, we're down about $1,100 on this ticker at the moment. AUVI making a good little front side move here. At first, I wasn't so excited about trading it because the volume was also light. Very similar to GSS. Honestly, this pre-market was rough. There wasn't really anything worth trading. Unfortunately, GNSS, well, that's what I meant to say. GNSS is the one that, didn't increase the volume while AUVI did. So that one actually ended up being a little bit of a better play. Yeah. It's not really a lot to do right now. I need volume to pick up a little bit for me to manage this position. I could probably squeeze out my position, but it might end up forcing me to sell below 6. But if this ticker just keeps on selling off, that's not great either. Usually it is best just to walk away. I'm just kind of seeing if there's a little bit more support coming in. Sometimes you can see some big buyers coming in, and then you give it a little bit, and then you see how far they could be pushed back up. I don't really have high hopes for this ticker. I don't think it's ever going to turn around today. Usually when you see a stock sell off like this, at best you're going to get dead cat bounces. So that's kind of what I was hoping for. We did get a little bit of one here, but it didn't manage anything. Sometimes also what's a little bit annoying on being stuck on one, well, you're never really stuck. You could just force an exit. But holding one of these is sometimes it, flushes before it has any sort of dead cat bounce, which sucks because then you have to hold through a flush, or sometimes you get stopped out at the perfect low before there is that, 6, 10, 15% dead cat bounce. Yeah, that's not ideal either. But right now we are seeing a little bit of buyers coming in here. I'm watching AUVI on my second screen. That's really where most of my focus is as well. I'm thinking maybe it could be an opportunity. But I don't know if I'm going to be trading it pre-market. But I want to just keep watching the price action. Let's see what you guys are up to. Infinity says, seems like we always This is trading the opposite ticker of what we should be entering. You know, this is actually my first bigger mistake all month, so I don't know. Like, it sucks to lose $1,000, but at the same time, it's almost like kind of nice reminder of you know, everything's going in the right direction. Yeah, Mark says, very sorry to see you struggle. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. We're not struggling. AUVI hit some resistance there, selling off a little bit more aggressively. Possible support near VWAP. How was trading yesterday? I was looking at the markets and it was a little bit rough, huh? There was no like really clean, really anything yesterday. Yesterday was a little bit tough. I probably, you know, I'm kind of content that we ended up walking away with our small profit yesterday. I'm feeling all right. I think my arm is pretty sore from the shot, which is funny because you could barely feel it when you got it. But today, overall, I'm just super drowsy. I took like 2 naps already, which is I almost never do. Nice, Sean, racking in 1200 on ALF. Yeah, ALF was probably the one ticker that had some opportunity on it yesterday. Especially if you got in right here. This is what I was looking at yesterday as probably one of the best trades of the day. Popped back above. VWAP pulled back to support, ripped up 26%, including a halt. This probably was the best one. I don't think I would have traded this very well. And the rest of the action was a little bit choppy, including a flush and then a second flush here. I don't know if I would have done very good on ALF. Around 11:45, there was another good little front side here, but again, just I don't know how I would have done on it, knowing myself. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Just kind of riding this one a little bit here. Waiting for another pop. Let's see what we get. I already cut a third of this position around 6.3, so where we are at right now. Good chance it could rip over 6.5, have a little bit of a bounce. Anything's possible. Arrival moving up from the lows as well. ARVL, I don't know if you guys are watching that one. I would be switching through more tickers with you guys, but I'm using my second screen for that. This is the only screen I have with a where I can see the order book, so I don't want to take my eyes off of it. Otherwise, I would scroll through the other tickers with you, but there's somebody singing. Yeah, I'm cutting my losses on this one. Unfortunately, we didn't hold that 6 zone. What a snooze fest. Come on. Yeah, probably could have just closed out the rest of the position at $6. I was really thinking we might see a slight pop back to the upside, but not really the case. I'm going to go ahead, close that position. Down 1,200 on it. Totally fine. We've been down much more on stocks. Best thing about this ticker was just the fact that I used very small size. But still, you know, getting stuck on a ticker that all of a sudden the volume dries up on is really the trader's worst situation, and that's what happened. That's why I'm usually looking for a ticker to start holding its highs before I trade it. That was my mistake. That was I deserved that loss for sure. All right, I'm going to fill up my tea, and I will be right back again for a little bit more trading. There goes GNS trying to inch its way back up a little bit. I was thinking we could keep holding this one, but it's distracting me a little bit, and opportunity cost of holding it was it wasn't that high because there wasn't a lot going on, but it was still kind of distracting. Not to mention, the longer I was holding that one, the more I was selling off, so just cutting losses was the way to go. Percentage-wise, that was a pretty serious loss. CATB. Finding some support here. Yeah, I'm really not seeing too many tickers that are really catching my eye right now. APRE might be one of the more interesting ones. This is the ticker I'm actually green on. Had a nice little front side. Oops, what did I click on? but I never really ended up getting that aggressive on it. Luxembourg auto manufacturer, 52 million float, 112 billion market cap. That's a big company. So yeah, usually we're not trading these kind of companies. I like the potential upside till about 8.5, 8.3 maybe. Makes me feel somewhat bullish on it. 12 billion. Yeah, 12 billion market cap. Oh, that's a rival. ARPE. Wait, APRE is only 101 million market cap. That's actually not that bad. 22 shares outstanding, 22 million shares outstanding, 19 million float. This company doesn't have any profits. Classic USA Biotech. Climbed more than 48% after reporting that phase 1 out of 2 trials evaluating the combination of this drug with these drugs in patients with acute myeloid leukemia has met the pre-specified primary effective endpoint. So it's good results, statistically significant. That's why it's up today. Yeah, most likely APREs are our best ticker at the moment. AUVI, definitely a point of interest as well. Big resistance at 13. We weren't able to pop above. Right now, it's definitely on a little bit of a backside move. We'll see how we want to take it. Just be careful with APRE. Right now, it's still technically in a ranging pattern. So it's not in a clear breakout right now. We're kind of stuck here between 7.3 maybe. And some support down here. 7 and again 6.5. And then with the high here. So we're kind of ranging these territories. We really need to crack back above 7.5 to be on a clear front side. With AUVI, USA Furnishing and Fixtures Appliances Company, 85 million float. I mean shares outstanding. Sorry about that. 85 million shares outstanding. $9 million. Oh man, I'm so out of it today because I've just been so drowsy ever since the vaccine. I keep mixing up all these terms. Maybe that's why I'm so red for the day. Maybe I shouldn't trade anymore. We'll see what happens. I'm reading AUVI over here, and I'm literally saying the wrong words over here. So AUVI, 85 million market cap, 9 million shares outstanding, but with a 4 million float. So this one definitely has that spikeability that we're looking for. With a catalyst. Positive results. The COVID news tickers, I feel like they haven't really resulted in the rallies that one would hope for from a biotech with positive news, study news. So honestly, I'm not crazy about trading AUVI. Those tickers just aren't really what they used to be. Yeah, zero blue. You know what? Sometimes that actually works. You just have to kind of understand that your trading is off. Actually, that is like a really important thing that the longer I've traded for, the more I've become really conscious of how my trading is going. Kind of realizing what I'm doing wrong, and then just straight up pivoting, being like, okay, well, all morning I was making a mistake by doing the classic, I don't know, buying the breakout or buying the pullback or something. Well, let me just buy in anticipation or something like that. Let me just totally do something different, and then sometimes I end up really nicely green, just totally switching the strategy. But ultimately, you got to have some runners and you got to have some energy. And right now we're kind of lacking that. So I don't know. We'll see here. Market's about to open up. We didn't even go through the news. Nothing too crazy going on. Was just kind of reading through a lot of articles today. And Biden and Putin kind of on the front page going over several topics, but it doesn't really seem like there was much progress in any of these discussions. But at least they're coming to the table, so I guess that could be seen as a good thing. But yeah, overall, it's not like, oh man, let's keep this in mind. But yeah, so I'll probably just keep it simple. I don't know how much more trading I'm going to do. Technically, I'm just about stopped out. 1500 would be my max stop on the day, so we'll see. I'm just going to keep it simple. If we see some good moves, I'll jump in it. Otherwise, no more trading. We'll see what happens from here. Judith just made it really simple for me to throw down the ban hammer. All right, guys, another 40 seconds before the market opens. Apologize for being a little drowsy today, but can't really help it after getting the jab. So let's see, calm and collected, and we'll see where we go. All right, guys, good luck. Watching ARPE out of the gate. ARPE, Hive Day. Good upside till about 8.5. That's what I'm looking for. Hold in. Nice big volume there. Down only 4% from the open, but closer to 6% from the highs. Can we hold this 7 zone? That's the question. TRCH was a gapper from yesterday, actually. Did all right. Nice. APRE, sorry. Moving nice. See if we can start getting some size. Missed my fill there. New minute coming up. Trying to get an entry here. Looking for that spike into the next candle. Struggling so far. Looking for that move past 7. Closing out there, some size. It's a little bit slow of a mover. Flushed just a bit. Yeah, flushed again. You can kind of feel the sellers on this one. I wasn't super convinced. At least we walked away with a little bit of profit just in time. Torchlight up 13% from that last big pullback pre-market. It's a nice little mover there as well. APRE, definitely the lead gapper. KIN looks like a buyout, not touching a TRCH. Good little front side move on TRCH for sure. SPI. Not a lot of clean stuff here for sure. It's I don't know. We made back a little bit of our losses on that last trade. GNSS was still GNSS, yeah, was still a big loss. Should have cut my losses on that quicker. So overall, yeah, it's not a hot market we're in today. It's been quite nice so far in June, so no need to gun it. But I think we could still get some more opportunities out here. volume's fading, unfortunately, on all tickers we're looking at. Good breakout there on TRCH. 5% move. Congrats to anyone that nailed that one. Doji on APRE. TRCH in a good climb here still. Just went long with a bit of size here. I'm going to close that one out for a scratch. I didn't really like the way it sold after the 58. I was expecting different price action. Usually when a ticker very quickly doesn't do what I expect it to do, it's showing different price action. I'll end up closing a position because it means I just didn't have the right game plan. And basically anything that's happening at this point is just an accident. So you just don't really want to be part of that. Torchlight still looking the best. Solid upwards trend. Does have a little bit of fading volume. But, you know, there's not that much nice stuff right now anyway. AUVI looks like it may have found a little bit of support here right below $11. Really good little pop. SPI also looking like it found a little bit of support. Could easily pop back to 7-8, but percentage-wise, it's not really the most enticing ticker to be trading. I still think TRCH and APRE is probably the way to go. A little bit shaky myself on TRCH. Possible move past 6-8, but I don't think I'm going to trade this one myself. APRE rocking below 7. Let's see it. That could have been a really good quick trade. I was kind of expecting a second red candle. That's why I didn't jump on that one. I was like, okay, well, let's see if like 690 or so holds, and depending on the kind of momentum, we could jump on that. So I was too slow on that one. You gotta go quick on this ticker. TRCH forming a little bit of a pullback, longer one, maybe an entry to a backside, but nice strong bounce, really strong bounce. %8 move on APRE. A little sketchy to be trading this one here after that nasty flush last time it had a move to the upside, so I'd be very cautious. New minute. This ticker is still ranging here. Possible double top at 71. Nice. New high of day. Technically it's on a front side now. It's just a very shaky front side. Try to jump in on an entry there as it quickly sold off. New minute. Holding, it held the 730 or 740, kept on holding that area. Let's see what it does here on the second 30 seconds. It's definitely struggling. Watching price action. Possible move below 47. Oh, I thought we were going to get it. Small size. New minute coming up. Taking some profits there. APRE is on the front side right now. It's very flushy, this ticker, and has a lot of failed breaks. So that's why I was not about to keep holding it. Secondary sell-off there. Small size at 39. Looking for a move back above 7.5. New minute and 10 seconds. Another size here. So I only got a partial exit, and then I got a refill on that one. So it's still technically the same trade. Looking for that move back above 7.5. Sold, small size again. Still waiting for that move over 7.5. Totally out. 7.4. Ah. It could do it. 7.4 getting chipped away. This could be it. I'm rooting for it. I hope it does it, even though I'm not long anymore. Because that was my plan. I got shaken out, but I want to see some follow through with my plan. There we go. 7.4. Ah, it's having. No, I would have closed out again. It's having such a hard time ripping over 7.5. If it does it though, it's going to be a nice pop, I think. Sell off. We're managed to make 500 profit on APRE. Although you could just as easily give it back in one trade. I'm still super in the red with GNSS, down $1,200 on that one, so I might go ahead and call it pretty soon, but I'm just going to keep watching it. Maybe we'll get another trade. Thanks, Infinity Master. Appreciate it. Oh, there it is. APRE over 7.5 or almost. My God, this ticker is... Yo, I probably would have got a heart attack if I was still long APRE. I'm gonna take a nap after this. That Biontech got me all sorts of loopy. Yeah, Ramoli, I feel you there at 24. We've had so many tests off this area. I mean, it could easily be a launch pad and then, you know, go back to 7.8, have a triple top here. I don't know, maybe 7.7 or so. It's a tough risk reward area because you could easily get stuck in a 5 to 6% flush, and what's your upside? 4, 5%? I don't know. It's a negative risk reward trade APRE right now. That's why I'm not trading it. There's no clear setup, and technically it's in a mini backside move. Now anything's possible, but it's just not a great trade right now. I'm not here to try to predict anything. All I'm doing is looking for good risk reward. And APRE, I don't know, it doesn't really have it right now. Let's see. Let's see if we can get that move to 7-8. See what happens from there. Could be back in play at that point. APRE had a really nice front side earlier today. If we could just get back into that, into a similar front side, you know, we can milk the heck out of this ticker. I totally did not do a good job pre-market trading on any ticker. Yeah, 5-minute red. Let me remove my alert. Probably won't go off anyway. Why does it not remove it? There we go. Selling off. NTSL halted on news. Oh yeah. Proposals, proof of merger. Could be interesting with the merger news, but I literally just got stuck in a low float. I mean, a low volume ticker pre-market, so I'm not looking to do the same thing twice. Every time APRE flushes, it recovers so fast. Oh, still waiting for that move under 7 every time I think we're going to get it. It was a big sell-off though, 6-7%. Amazing bounces on APRE. That just quick little 2-3% or 2%. Probably would have not got a perfect entry or exit, so I don't know if it would have been worth it, but I hope the second vaccine, I'm not this dreary afterwards, or drowsy. Drowsy is a better word. You know when you just wake up and your like eyes are really heavy? That's how I feel. I really wanted that move under 7, like a 660 or something. Thanks, Infinity Master. I saw your comment. Very, very nice. You have Nerds of Steel. That was a sketchy move, but you know, if you sometimes just take a step back, you look at it, you know, think about, you know, is your thesis still right? Is it a front side move? What's going on? And if everything still looks like according to plan, you know, let's try to be as relaxed as possible. Although I noticed you don't want to be too relaxed, because then you don't cut the losses. Torchlight, kind of coming back here a little bit, back above 620. I'm not sure if I'm going to trade it though. Here we go. There's that move under 6. Oh man, it's probably going to recover already. God, this ticker gives you no time to buy on those dips. APRE is, you could argue it's ranging, but short term I would argue it's on a backside move, but a bit more midterm. It's kind of ranging in this area here. Big support at $6.957. Small size there at 86. Possible continuation sell-off. Closing out with an intent to rebuy could give us one more third red candle. Buyers there at 87, holding pretty well. I don't know if it's going to really sell off anymore. Oh. Come on, baby. Just go down a little bit more. There we go. The joy of backside dip trading. It's always a little bit scary. Yeah, we got big resistance there at 83 again, because that was the spot we kind of cracked through. Sold some position. Kind of feels like there might be a little bit more of a bounce here. Come on, breakthrough. We could get back above 7. No! I actually didn't want to sell just now. Whatever, that was an honest mistake. I did click it in the end, so it was my fault. I wanted to place it a little bit higher though, a few cents higher. Volume's a little bit light here on that bounce. That was a nice little trade there. We made around $200, almost $200 on that dip buy. I'm so disappointed in myself. I was looking for that move over 7, and I sold a little too early. Oh well. When do I not sell too early? So that's just me. Well, we're only down $500 today. Man, that was some really silly stuff I did with GNSS. I haven't made a mistake like that in months, where I hold a ticker. Well, it wasn't about holding it too long, as opposed to, I could have cut my losses here, but really this front side move did not prove itself yet. And usually I never trade a ticker until it proves itself. So it would have to come back here and then keep trending higher. And that's usually when I would start trading a ticker. Lately, we've been getting some really quick, big moves to the upside. This one had a government contract. I was like, this is perfect news. Perfect small cap gapper. Volume's just ticking up for the first time. So yeah, I went ahead and was way more aggressive on GNSS than I should have been. The only thing I did right was I used small size because I didn't have my bearings yet with this ticker. This was my first trade on this ticker. So every time I do a first trade on any ticker, I always use half size. And that's what I did on GNSS. So I was able to, stay away from a $2,000-$3,000 loss by simply trading smaller size. And I was able to average down even, so that was kind of okay. Unfortunately, if I wrap up now, I haven't really been able to get back in the green, which, whatever. It honestly doesn't matter. Every day, as long as you do the best you can, in the end, at the end of the month, then you're going to have your nice green number. Nice, there's that break past 7. I could have maybe rebought it here. I have a hard time doing that though because it's like my original trade is kind of over and now I feel like I'm like trading a little bit of revenge or a little bit of FOMO. So I don't like to re-enter right away because I feel like, I don't know, my calculations are off, or maybe I'm just retrading this one because I feel like maybe last trade wasn't good enough or something. Like, you really got to think about why you're entering a trade sometimes, and I don't know, quick re-entries oftentimes might be more emotional based. Yeah, Gnob, the volume on GNSS was very, very low. But, the volume on APRE when it first popped up here was also, actually, yeah, this was around the time, was also pretty low in the 40,000 zone, just like GRSS. So right when I saw it, I was like, yeah, it's a little bit light, but it could easily be at 100 soon. But yeah, you know what? I'm not trying to make it seem like I was right because I made a huge mistake and I deserve that loss. Ultimately, that is why I have a rule, don't trade a ticker until it's proven to hold its highs. I broke a rule, and I got reminded why I have the rule in the first place. So I think at the end of the day, yeah, it was. I went to school today for $1,200. That's pretty much what happened. All right, guys, it might be bedtime for me here. I don't think I'm going to do so much more trading. I'm a little scared. I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of trades here on APRE. Everyone was green. And I'm just kind of nervous. I'm going to start giving back profits now. If anything, I'm pretty lucky that I was able to crawl myself out of the hole as much as I did, more than half. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Obviously, if I do any more trading, you'll see it in the Discord. And if you are totally new here, want to learn more about what we do, tradejournal.co/connect. We have a free foundation video series there, and also the Discord is there. But yeah, down 500 today, can't really complain. Still green on the week, really nice. Last week was really good, although I wasn't using big size. And then, hopefully we're going to overall just keep going in the right direction. APRE so far holding this area. I think APRE still has a lot in it. I mean, technically, it only pulled back 5% since the open. That's actually quite bullish. Five-minute breakout here. I mean, APRE looks pretty good, but I feel like out of all the days, this is not the day for me to push it, so I'm not. ALF being called out from yesterday. Oh yeah, wow, look at that. Holy moly. Well, it's only a 10% candle. I'm surprised it got halted. Yeah, okay, last 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 10% is the halt limit. It's weird that some tickers, go 15, 20, 30% before they get halted. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you then first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, stay safe, make some awesome trades, and don't forget to drop a like on the way out. Easiest way to support the channel. I really do appreciate it. I am going to get my beauty sleep in because that Beyond Tech got me drowsy as heck. So, ciao, ciao, guys.